Born November 15, 1873, in Poughkeepsie, New York, Dr. Sarah Josephine Baker was the third child out of 4, coming from a very affluent family. At 16 years old, Baker lost her 13-year-old brother Robert and her father due to the typhoid fever epidemic. Baker needed a way to support her family, so when she decided she wanted to become a physician, she surprised everyone. Her mother refused to pay for her education, seeing it as an unwomanly act. In 1898, Baker entered New York's Women's Medical College, one of the few schools that enrolled women. As a physician in training, Baker had an internship at the Boston Hospital, where she first witnessed the severity of poverty. As soon as she completed the internship, she moved to New York City in order to set up a private practice. In order to make extra money, she took a job as a city medical inspector. Because she was a woman, they assigned her to New York City's Hell's Kitchen, the slums and ghettos in which European immigrants and Black Southerners lived. Infant mortality was the highest in this area, and disease such as typhoid, influenza, and tuberculosis had no cures yet, and treatment was limited. In 1908, Dr. Baker and 30 trained nurses built an experiment to test a new idea: the effectiveness of preventive medicine. 1,200 fewer babies died than the summer before. Officials were so impressed that they opened the world's very first health agency that was entirely devoted to improving the health of children. Dr. Baker founded the Bureau of Child Hygiene, which set up programs in the slums such as baby health stations, dental clinics, and the Little Mothers League. In 1909, Dr. Baker and others founded the Children's Welfare Federation and the American Child Hygiene Association. She then got the public's attention when she stated to a New York Times reporter, "It's 6 times safer to be a soldier in the trenches of France than to be born a baby in the United States." Many thought that women were unfit to hold such a high position and job. 6 doctors even refused to work and would rather resign than work for a woman. Dr. Baker was so impacted by her experience, she decided to form the College Equal Suffrage League with other college-educated women. There, their first task was to allow women the right to vote. And today, Dr. Baker is now popular for being an advocate for the women's rights movement and for being part of the community of historical LGBT women. Although the media should have focused on the success of Dr. Baker's programs, they focused on her sexuality. She would dress similar to a man, which in one case confused her colleagues. Without this incredible physician, we wouldn't have the programs that we have in place today, such as the Bureau of Child Hygiene, the American Child Hygiene Association, and we wouldn't have child welfare. Although Dr. Baker faced many obstacles in her career, she never let that get in the way of her passion for serving people. Without Dr. Sarah Josephine Baker, we wouldn't have the advances we have in our public health department today. So the real question is, why isn't she in our textbooks?